and I welcome you to eBitcoinics TV. My name is Alhas Mohammed Kamil. We are still simplifying this revolution with you. This week, we are bringing you a new topic, Understanding Bitcoin, with my co-host, Nawaf. Now, this program is proudly brought to you by eBitcoinics.com, an avenue you can buy, sell, and swap among cryptocurrencies on this platform. Visit the website and learn more, and also learn blockchain for free. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for more content. Nawaf, welcome to the show.
Thank you once again.
All right. We've been discussing Bitcoin. We've heard Bitcoin all around. Bitcoin. Now let me use this opportunity to ask you, what at all is Bitcoin?
Okay, so you said we've been discussing, and till now you still don't know what Bitcoin is, or maybe I want to believe it's because of your viewers. That's fine.
Okay.
So we have come a very long way, and we still have a long way to go. So if you ask me what Bitcoin is, and I'm able to explain to you what Bitcoin is, it doesn't mean I am like an all-knowing, geek on the topic Bitcoin, because almost every day we are learning something new about Bitcoin.
Okay.
Now, Bitcoin has been simplified as an electronic currency for the first time that relies boldly on the internet. So it is like the internet of money, and it is playing a different kind of role. So it depends on what concept you want to accept what Bitcoin is. So Bitcoin can be like the traditional money we have. Like in Ghana, I use our country currency because that is what our people are going to really understand. Now, if you mention Ghana city, it is our currency. Everybody knows that, hey, I can buy Gary, I can buy Okro, I can buy t-shirt or books with Ghana city.
Okay.
So when you mention Bitcoin in the tech world, now it's even outside of the tech world because everybody is trying to learn new things. Now, Bitcoin serves as our money, but just that it all started, the whole idea Bitcoin started in 2008 by individuals not known to me and you, and we don't know who they are, but they use the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, and it started as an idea. Well, in 2008, somewhere in October, if I'm correct, in October, November or so, they sent an email trying to explain the electronic concept of money. So that idea, that newsletter coming, redirecting people to their first Bitcoin website, which is bitcoin.org, started all these, trying to get things together and try to form what in reality is going to serve as the internet of money. So the money application of Bitcoin also began in January 2009, where people started trading or getting to understand that, hey, this can serve as a money. Okay. So Bitcoin is an electronic cash, or let me say an electronic Ghana cedi. Okay. It is an electronic naira that can be used for our everyday activity or need. And then to a tech person, he can say Bitcoin is an application. Okay. Bitcoin is a software. Bitcoin is a system. So an application where I have it installed on my phone, or I have it installed on my computer, you have it installed on your phone, okay, and we can communicate together. But here we are not going to communicate, hey, how are you? My name is Nawaf, your name is Kamil, and then we get to talk. No, we are going to communicate money. Okay. Where I can be able to send you value from one person to another person, from one region to another region, without the need for me to even know who you are.
Okay.
And then to do this, I don't need any authorization or any sort of confirmation from a third party, okay, before I can do that. It's just like I want to send you an email today. Back in the days, if I wanted to send you a letter or anything of substance in the form of mailing it to you, I would have to use my postal office, and then I need their permission. That is why I need to walk in and get to submit my document. They take the details and then they have it sent over to you. But when the internet evolved and then the e-postal services got disrupted, email was born. So today I can send you an email, content that I need to send you without walking into my postal office to say, hey, I need permission to send Camille an email. So the first electronic gateway as money is also decentralized in that way. So when finance or money is being disrupted, boom, Bitcoin was born. And when Bitcoin was born, it means for the first time, you and I can do transaction, or we can communicate via currency or monetary conversations without the need of a third party. You get that? And also it takes away we trying to trust our financial institutions back into the mathematical world, or back into the internet world, or back into the technology world, where trust, there are lots of issues when it comes to trust, banking, and then governance. So that power of trust, where we have, as people, have given the system those authority for them to allow us to trust them, is now taken back and given back to technology.
Okay.
So you and I can trust a computer, knowing that a computer can not err as long as it is commanded so well.
Okay.
So Bitcoin is just taking all of this through to make money possible on top of the internet, and that is Bitcoin.
Yeah, this is a perfect explanation.
Yeah, I believe in the fact that if Bitcoin should make sense to everybody, I don't need to come and be quoting you all this mathematical, algorithm and all of this that at the end of the day is going to scare you. But if you have the perfect understanding of how money moves around, how transactions occur and all that, you get to appreciate it the easy way. It's so easy. If you want to learn more, you can just maybe visit eBitcoinics.com, get to click on Academy, you start doing all that, or even go to Google or YouTube. You can have people that are better than myself, you, educating the masses about Bitcoin. But then, what is the message you are sending out?
Okay.
If it makes sense and the person can, the one watching can know that, hey, education has been achieved, I think it's enough.
Okay.
That is Bitcoin.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. You realize that these are fiat money.
Yes.
Yes. You realize it gets a time like all education over that even the amount of money in circulation.
Yes.
Like this fiat money in circulation.
Yes.
We don't even know how much is in circulation in the world.
Yeah, correct.
Not to even talk of like let's even say maybe your local area or geographical area. You don't know the amount of Bitcoin or fiat money in circulation.
Yes.
Now, here we are talking about Bitcoin.
Yes.
You are saying it's an electronic currency.
Yes.
Now, can we also say Bitcoin also is limitless, like the fiat money? In other words, maybe we'll get to a time, or Bitcoin also is limitless.
Okay, so that is a very good question. And why I'm saying it's a very good question is when everybody get to understand the power of circulation or the power of money and how money moves around us. It's try to boggle your mind and you want to ask more questions in finance. Now, we have issues with our currency or finance gateway because of this issue. Right now, if you ask the sitting government or the governor of our banks, like the Bank of Ghana, that how much money or currency we have circulating in the form of Ghana cedi, they cannot give you that answer. It's impossible for them to do so. And then they print new money, the monies that we use, and if some see the paper currency or the coin, it get destroyed, they still have to spend new money to produce them back. And then they print on and on. Before they can print new notes, they still have to spend old notes to be able to finance and print the new notes. So money begets money. Yes. They need money to print more money. Now, and that also render our economy subjective to inflation, deflation here and there, where our money happens to lose its value at a bolt, let me say Usain Bolt speed. You get that? Today you have 10,000 Ghana cedi. Yes. It can buy you, let's say, a car. You'll be surprised to know that in the next couple of months, that same 10,000 Ghana cedi can only buy you a mobile phone. Wow. Yes, that's just how something. So Bitcoin as a currency, and as I said, we don't really know who is behind Bitcoin. And the idea is so huge that you try to know that some geniuses are behind, trying to solve certain issues in the world. Now, you don't have the power to say you have launched money. And look at the money we are talking about. It's a global money where somebody in the US today is trading with Bitcoin. Somebody in the US can be able to pay taxes with Bitcoin. He can buy a flight ticket, a hotel. I am in Ghana, I can do the same. You get that? Somebody is in China, he can do the same. India, Germany, like call it anywhere in the world you can do. And this is a technology even the IMF is so much like interested in, like in the International Monetary Fund, where they are trying to have people become a part of financial inclusion, have access to financial products. Everybody get to know about this. So you do not have the power to say you have introduced money to the world. That can breed war between governments and all of these things. So the first thing Satoshi or whoever Satoshi did was to outrun the entire system and make it a virtual money. So an electronic currency, a virtual money, and then a digital money. It is so impossible for you to ever see Bitcoin, whoever you are. You can never see Bitcoin. You can only use Bitcoin. It has the physical characteristics where it makes it usable as a currency, but you can never see Bitcoin, a virtual currency. And to also try to deflate the entire economy and take care of issues rendering our financial system and solve the problem, they made Bitcoin as a currency a finite currency. You get that? So a finite currency against an infinite product, which are you going to go for? You get it? Now, finite in such a way that there would ever be 21 million Bitcoin ever in circulation. And then look at something interesting. Like when Bitcoin got started in 2009, first being traded, maybe the application running itself as a currency, it was just an idea. Like not everybody thought Bitcoin could be what it is in 2020. Today is about 17th of September, right? Yes, and we have come a very long way. Something that started in 2008 as an idea, started applying itself in 2009 to 2020. That's like almost 12 years. And it's no longer a joke. You get it? Now, it has done a lot of destruction. We don't even want to talk about that. I am sure eventually we are going to get there. Now, from that value perspective, or a chain of value it has created from 2008, Bitcoin started trading at less than a penny. Today, you can comfortably say if you have one BTC, you have more than 10,000 US dollars. And why do you think that is possible? It is because of the nature of how it works. It is a finite money. You can never have enough of it. And always people are going to want it because the idea continues to grow and demand will continue to rise. And the more the demand rises and the supply is finite and you are not getting it as you are expected to get it, what happens to the price? Boom. You get it? So you cannot say our Ghana cedi we have 10 years ago was equal to what the one Ghana cedi today can buy. It was valuable, more valuable 10 years ago than it is right now. Bitcoin was less valuable 10 years ago than it is right now.
The opposite way around.
Opposite. So everything of the fiat gateway we have as a system is what is happening today. You get it? Now, once it is finite, it means it's a product that is going to be attached to gains. You get it? Look at the world's population today. We are over 7 billion.
Over 7.8 billion.
And then, should everybody in the world get to understand Bitcoin and everybody wants to have a piece of the cake called Bitcoin, it's never going to be enough. So when you pick one Bitcoin, it can be divisible to zillions of divisibility, where everybody can have access to some portion of Bitcoin or fraction of Bitcoin. You get it? So it is always going to be enough for all of us in the world. But just that some are going to have more than the other. And after Bitcoin, lots of technologies are also evolving, like Ethereum, Litecoin, and they are all trying to solve specific problems related to the world and finance. You get it? So the 21 million Bitcoin, the mining process, the process where BTC is being released to the world is through a process we call mining. The mining is just like we are mining gold, but over here, we are using mathematical infrastructure and algorithms to produce the coins. It's a chain of, approve me or disapprove me. If you approve me, then yes, release. If you don't approve me, then no, don't release me. Concept. Code. But it makes sense.
Yes.
You get it. So as a finance currency and all of these processes, the mining process is actually going to end in the year 2140. Now we are in the year 2020, and as at now we speak, there are over 17 million Bitcoin circulating in the world. Who owns most of it? I don't know. I can't tell you. You get it? But everybody can have a fraction of Bitcoin.
Okay.
So that is what makes Bitcoin so unique. And I'm sure when you sit down to make more researches, it's going to all make sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, last question of this show.
Okay.
I
like it when you say last.
This is the last question. Yeah. So now let me ask you. In what way can one own Bitcoin?
Okay. So in my explanation, I mentioned something about an application or a software.
Yes.
Good. That is one way you can own or be a part of Bitcoin or get to own some Bitcoins. Okay, so I just downloaded a Bitcoin application on my smartphone or on my computer or any gadget or anything that I have. I become my own bank.
Okay.
I am banking on the chain. That is why it's backed by what we call blockchain. Okay. Now, the blockchain that holds all these Bitcoin transactions is just a database. All right, a database where records are going in and out. We know what is going in. If the moment I install the software on my device, and then you also have it, and then I broadcast a transaction. Sorry, I don't want to be too technical. I send you a transaction. This transaction is broadcasted to everybody in the network or the computers in the network to say, hey, Nawaf on this day, 17th September, at this time has broadcasted a value of a transaction worth $1 to an address unknown, maybe known to be owned by Camille.
Okay.
So this transaction is therefore going to be signed on the blockchain. And the process of signing it is what we call the mining. Okay. And whoever does that is also rewarded within the 24-hour period or every 10 minutes within the 24-hour period. Okay. You get that? So that reward is also a business. Some people are investing their resources into mining Bitcoin because it is profitable to do so. You cannot tell me it is not profitable to mine gold. It is, right? Yes. So this value chain where if once I broadcast the transaction and then the miners get to approve of this transaction as a valid transaction, I cannot come and claim it back.
Okay.
I cannot come and say, I sent you, for example, mobile money in Ghana. So I want to deceive you or scam you. I walk into MTN mobile money office and say, I have made a wrong transaction. So without calling me, MTN mobile money can just reverse this money back to me. You get that? Or maybe they try to reach you and then they couldn't get you for some reason. They feel they have a term of service they signed with you, and within some hours they have not been able to reach you. So it means the complainer is due to receive his money back. They just reverse your money back. No. This one is being broadcasted. And the blockchain is a funny thing. Like it's just like this is a book, this is a book, this is a book, this is a book. We have plenty of books in this studio. So the moment I want to enter a transaction, so I pick one book. We have about 10 books, okay? So I want to write my name in that particular book as a transaction. So I pick a book and I write, my name is Nawaf. So the moment I am writing, my name is Nawaf, it is repeating itself in the 9 other books. You get it?
Yes.
So the 9 other books are accessible by individuals I don't even know. These are computers I'm talking about. It needs to make sense, but you just use it as a book.
Okay.
Now, the moment I want to change or alter the information I entered in the book, by the time of doing that, I should have all the 10 books with me. And it means I should have 10 hands. You get that? And then if I'm going to write it, I should write it in the same syntax, the same whatever, just so I can alter the information I entered in the book. For any mistake that I do, flip of handwriting, change, pen, color, whatever it is, the other books will respond immediately and reject that altering.
Okay.
That is what makes Bitcoin a blockchain so secured. Okay, so I mentioned trust. Now I'm sure we are going to visit all of this into details. It is taking the power of trust back to the people. So you cannot alter anything. You cannot say, likewise if I want to receive a wrong address from you and then I broadcast this transaction, it means you gave me a wrong address and there's nothing we can do about it.
Wow. Unless
it goes to somebody who receives it and realizes, hey, this is not a transaction that is supposed to come to me. Maybe a message is sent out, the person sees your message, you are worried, and then he transfers your money back. You become your own bank, so it is your responsibility to control your bank when you are banking on Bitcoin. You get that? So some of the basic ways you can do is maybe I want to buy it from you peer to peer.
Okay.
All right. So if we are taking the power of third party away from Bitcoin or finance, it means it becomes peer to peer. Peer to peer is I'm just doing this business with you right now. I saw your pen, I want it, and then I have some Ghana city in my wallet. I give you cash, you give me the pen. That is peer to peer. It's nothing dangerous. You get that? And peer to peer, I can peer to peer with you all the way from China, India, Cuba, anywhere in the world. I can peer to peer with you. I'm in Navarango, you are in Kumasi, I'm in Accra, you are at maybe Bolaga or whatever it is you can call it within the region.
Okay.
You get it. So now peer to peer is one, or maybe you render a service, right? Like you're a media personnel, you're a reporter, so you vlogged on certain topics about my business, and my business is located maybe in Dubai, and then I have to pay you, and you know Bitcoin, you accept Bitcoin, and I can pay you with Bitcoin for the service that you rendered for me.
Okay.
Through that means you also acquire some Bitcoin.
Okay.
Oh no! I just watched Noah and Kamel on the eBitcoinics TV talk show through Simplifying the Revolution. I got so excited and I want to be a part of the Bitcoin revolution. So I quickly walked on to an exchange platform called eBitcoinics.com. I signed up, I verified my account, and I went to buy my first Bitcoin, maybe 1 CD worth of Bitcoin. That also gives you access to some Bitcoin. And the last part is the mining process, where I understand the technology behind Bitcoin and blockchain, and I want to run a legitimate business, verifying legitimate transactions on the blockchain. And through that, Satoshi Nakamoto designed it in such a way that you get rewarded for that every 10 minutes.
Wow.
Right, every time you're saying wow, and you're thinking about millions of dollars before you can do that.
Yeah.
You get it. So you need to have this, you have the anti-miner, whatever it is that before you needed to be a developer, a developer, before you can do a programmer, before you can do it, because you had to follow certain algorithms, syntax, get to speak the language, the technology, understand. And now people have taken the technology into their hands, they are improving on it, simplifying ways and means for the world to, take part or let me say, capitalize on the technology. And there have been ways and means, interesting, simplified means where you can easily tap in and get to start mining Bitcoin at the comfort of your room. So the electricity that you have, the computers that you have can start working for you. Likewise, there are some bad softwares, bad applications out there that if you're not so well enough vested with information, you get to do the wrong thing and boom, in Twi we say twitchy. Yes, you know that. So that also becomes something like that. Now it's a whole lot of things. So these 4 basic means, once you understand the explanation I just made, you will be able to know that, hey, this is one of the safest means to get involved with Bitcoin. Don't let anybody promise you, hey, bring 100,000 Ghana cedi and then I have $1 million worth of Bitcoin I'm going to send to you. You are being scammed. Don't be fooled, don't be greedy, don't go for what is not meant supposed to ever come to you. Else you put yourself in some situation you cannot control. You get that? Yes. So there is no magic way of earning Bitcoin. It's just up to even this 4. The peer-to-peer concept where I get from you the rally, where I buy from somebody, someone that I know sells it legitimately, or I render a service and I want to get paid. I don't want to be paid in Ghana City. For about a week or so, I was watching a program on TV. There is a man in Ghana that promotes himself as a cashless man, where everything he does, he pays it with mobile money. Likewise, we have people in Ghana, everything they do, from buying airtime, bill, whatever it is, they bank on Bitcoin 100%. It has an exceptional use case. You can use Bitcoin for everything. It's a legitimate currency recognized by lots and lots of countries in the world. Some countries too, it is not legally recognized, and then it is not illegal as well. They are still trying to develop a framework to use to regulate the businesses around Bitcoin. But for it being used as a currency or as a store of value, you don't need anybody's permission to do that.
Okay.
You're right. Like, I want to buy stocks today. I don't need to go to my investment class of Ghana and say, I want to buy stocks from Coca-Cola or whatever. There are gateways that are being regulated already. If I have an account and I verify it and I know, I believe I can buy certain stocks that tomorrow are going to be rolling, I can easily do that.
Okay.
You don't need permission to do all of these things. So these are some of the 4 basic. And the last one I mentioned was the mining. The mining too, it has some education. I'm sure one of these days we'll pick each and go into details with it. I'm sure that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Thank you very much. This is eBitcoinics TV, and we keep simplifying this revolution with you. And today I hope you've learned a lot about understanding Bitcoin. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. And see you next time. Bye.
Hello, bye.